the chosen one. They are planning to throw you off. But your blessing is large and strong. Some messages come as whispers, while others roar in the spirit. This is one of those booming realities that you were intended to hear at this precise time in your life. You're not here by chance. What is going on around you is not random. Pressure, tension, and moving energy. It's all proof that something big is happening in your favor. A great gift is entering your life, divinely arranged, and the environment has been agitated. The adversary has felt it. People who cannot comprehend your brightness have felt it. And those with bad motives, they have also been activated. But regardless of the scheming, planning, talking, or sabotage, your blessing is great. It's quite strong, and it can't be stopped. Watch this video till the finish. And let this be your assurance that you are surrounded by supernatural momentum. So leave a remark with your fondest wishes and the number 777 below. Allow the cosmos to repeat your intentions and intensify the benefits that are flowing your way right now. I choose one like this video. If you have not already done so, subscribe to the channel. Let we begin. This is a message to the chosen one. For the one who has been moving with calm power. For the person who has felt alienated and misunderstood. Overlooked. You were targeted not because you are weak, but because your presence is powerful. You don't have to say anything. Your energy talks before you begin your trek. Your mentality, progress, and tranquility. It intimidates those who live in disarray. There are powers that would love to see you fall, just so they may laugh. There are those who seem to support you, but secretly desire you fail. Nonetheless, your path has been divinely preordained. You are enveloped by a force field of favor. Their planning is helpless in the face of your determination. Let's make things absolutely clear. Just because they are conspiring does not imply they are strong. Their approach is restricted. They only view you through the filter of their fear, jealousy, or projections. They believe they can derail you with diversions or drama, but they have no idea what your true foundation is. They don't realize the amount of heat you've gone through simply to be in the light. You're carrying now. They can't understand the nights you grieved in secret, wondering the gods if you'd ever find peace again. They do not perceive the internal fights you have already won. So when they strategize, they underestimate. Every time they do, they move more away from your rise. You're too certain in your calling to be thrown off now. You've developed immunity to the things that used to shake you. The same strategies that used to interrupt your tranquility are no longer effective. You have matured. You have spiritually developed. You've realized that not every conflict is worthwhile. You've gotten to the point where your quiet is louder than theirs, and the selected one has authority. That is the kind of power they cannot control. You aren't here to respond. You've come to ascend. Let them whisper. Let them cast shadows. Your light does not need to reply. It just glows, and it reveals everything untrue in its way. What they don't realize is that your blessing is safeguarded. It's not simply wonderful things coming your way. It is something holy. It's a move that was predetermined in the skies long before the opposition existed. It's a breakthrough. So loud and irrefutable that even your adversaries would have to admit it. You will not have to defend yourself. Your accomplishments will speak louder than any accusations. Your promotion will hush the detractors. Your contribution will cause confusion in the commotion. They are attempting to throw you off because they believe you are gaining momentum. They sense the elevation approaching before you see it. They may detect a difference in your vibe. They see that your confidence is returning. They see your affinity with destiny, and it makes them uneasy. They don't detest you. They can't figure you out. How do you keep bouncing back? With so much pressure on you, how can you continue to shine? How do you smile when things are uncertain? They don't grasp that your power isn't derived from ego. It stems from divine mission. There's a reason why you've been feeling spiritually attacked. It's because what you're carrying is unusual. It is not common energy. It's not a typical favor. You've been entrusted with something that will impact generations. And whenever that degree of purpose is there, resistance will increase. However, resistance does not always indicate that you are at the wrong spot. It's often a sign that you're precisely where you should be. Pressure is not punishment. It's time to prepare. Every exam is shaping you. Every assault serves as a learning experience. Every setback is laying the groundwork for your return. You were never supposed to remain concealed forever. There is a reason why your light has been expanding. There is a cause for your feeling of urgency, as if something significant is on the horizon. Because it is. The benefit that is coming is more than simply monetary riches. It's about heavenly placing. You're going to be put in a chamber where no one can question your worth. You're going to enter regions where your name has been uttered with respect, not ridicule. You're not heading towards your blessing. You're being carried by it. Don't be shocked by the abrupt opposition. Don't be rattled when old difficulties return. Don't be alarmed if folks drift away. All of this is making room for the enormity of what's coming. Sometimes the plan against you is the ultimate evidence that the promise is going to be fulfilled. The adversary would not be battling as hard if the blessing were not so near. You are being raised in ways that no one can prevent. Even if they attempt to postpone it, they cannot refute it. What is designed for you is not simply protected. It is propelled. You may feel as if everything is changing at once. That is not pandemonium. That is acceleration. The tables are turning. The scripts are flipping. The hidden is becoming apparent. The impossibility is becoming real. You've entered a spiritual season in which favor advances more quickly than fear, and benefits come before skepticism can complete the sentence. You're not merely venturing into something new. You are stepping into something that has always been yours. The only difference now is that you're finally prepared to accept it. This alignment comes at a cost. You had to walk away from some situations that crushed your heart. You have to let go of dreams that no longer fit your destiny. You had to face difficult facts. But in doing so, you paved the door for something genuine, something whole. You've taken away the surplus. You've let go of the noise and are now vibrating at a frequency that attracts only the genuine. They never anticipated you to go through what you did. They banked on your quiet, which represented submission. They misinterpreted your peaceful season for a period of loss. But what they didn't realize was that quiet doesn't necessarily indicate weakness. It might signify strategy. Your quiet was not a retreat. It was a recalibration. You prepared while they plotted. While they were ridiculing, you were maturing. You were not losing. It was all loaded. And now the weight is shifting. The burden is turning into a breakthrough. The rejection is turning into a redirection. What seemed to be an end was in fact a divine rerouting into better harmony. This is the kind of transformation that will astound everyone who has doubted you. The same voices who propagate tales about your downfall will have no option but to talk about your resurgence. The exact people who intended to get rid of you will see your elevation and will be unable to stop it. Because when God supports the chosen one, no resistance can flourish. Understand this. The narrative is not only about halting your present progress. It is about mitigating your future impact. That explains why you've been feeling hot. You are being assaulted not just for who you are now, but also for who you will become. The version of yourself that is evolving is strong. That version does not shrink, does not apologize for favors, and does not bargain from fear. That version exudes the confidence of someone who has survived a fire without smelling like smoke. The previous version of you required confirmation. The developed version of you merely need clarification. You would plead for understanding. You now understand yourself. You used to worry being misunderstood. You made peace with it. Because of this internal change, external assaults are unable to penetrate. The opponent has lost access to your inner world. The moment you stopped seeking confirmation and began to stand solid in your belief. So don't be concerned if they're gathering. Let them meet. Allow them to plan. Allow them to cast shadow. But remember this. Your promotion is not reliant on their approval. It's not up for argument. Your mission is amazing. It is irrevocable. Their opposition is irrelevant. Every time they get together to plot against you, they focus the emphasis on your fate. Every time they talk against you, they are putting your name out there. They are inadvertently putting seeds in the garden, which you will soon reap. You need to keep focused now more than ever. Now is not the time to explain yourself. This is not the time to lower the lights for comfort. Now is the moment to emerge with holy bravery. You're not here to be liked. You are here to be positioned. You aren't here to fit in. You came here to be set apart. The selected ones are almost always misinterpreted in the first phases. However, you were never designed to be simply consumed by a world that lives on mediocrity. Your essence is disruptive. Your favor challenges their comfort zones. This is why they try to throw you off. Not because of what you did, but because of what you symbolize. You symbolize change. You represent the truth. You symbolize brightness in a world that has become used to gloom. And since you refuse to dilute yourself, you pose a challenge to deception-based institutions. You've grown too alert, anointed, and aligned. Now the transition is not only internal, but also external. They are unable to control it. This is not the time to question yourself. This is the time to double down. The more intense the resistance, the closer the fulfillment, the more they attempt to throw you off. The deeper your roots get. You are unshakable. You have gone through too much to disintegrate now. You have grown spiritual calluses. Your heart is polished. Your intellect is strengthened. Your spirit is laser-focused. You aren't easily diverted anymore. As a result, you become a dynamic source of heavenly energy. Here's the plot twist. They assume you are alone. They only see the tangible. But what they don't see is the army that defends you whenever they attempt to isolate you. They forget. The skies are watching. You are protected in ways they don't comprehend. Your name is under divine scrutiny. You are being guarded by powers they will never understand. Your steps are in order. Your delays are purposeful. Your route has been planned. Allow them to speak. Allow them to pass judgment. Allow them to underestimate. Everything is working together to increase the size of your blessing. Your tale is going to become a witness that even the skeptics will have to accept since it wasn't meant to be you. But it is. It was not meant to work. But it will. They did not see you coming. But here you are, ascending without vengeance, without yelling, without demonstrating, for true elevation does not declare itself. It arrives with such irrefutable force that the world comes to a halt. The following phase is not about establishing your value. It is about going through it. It's about accepting your authority without explanation. The time for shrinking is done. The season of inquiry is over. This is the moment when the blessing becomes apparent, concrete, and unstoppable. And no one, not a single narrative character or strategy, can stop what has already been written. Your blessing is great. It is not ordinary. It is not common. It's the type that alters time frames, transforms families, and changes atmospheres. And the greater the blessing, the more noise the opposition makes. However, let the cacophony serve as background music for your rise. Keep walking and shining. Keep growing. The scheming is only confirmation that you have power. And your strength does not come from fighting back. It's going ahead. They attempted to toss you off, but you're anchored. They attempted to distract you, but you were focused. They attempted to break you, but you are constructed. Each assault is backfiring. Every delay redirects. Every setup is heading to a bigger surprise. You're going to show the world what occurs when heavenly favor meets unwavering faith. You are not the one who falls. You are not the one who folds. You're the one who rises. You've reached a stage of life in which discernment is your most powerful weapon. It's not simply about knowing who is on your side and who is against you. It is about feeling energy before any words are said. You have grown spiritually aware. You can go into a room and tell whether someone is carrying peace or jealousy. You may have a brief talk and quickly know if someone is supporting your destiny or covertly working against it. This isn't paranoia. This is prophetic insight. Your intuition has developed as your calling has grown. You aren't being theatrical. You are being divinely instructed. The chosen one. The planning surrounding you has escalated as your defenses have strengthened. Each level has new adversaries. Yes, but it also brings more angels. You are not traversing this terrain alone. That is why the opponent is frightened. Because not only did you escape what was intended to kill you, but you also became stronger as a result. You've perfected the art of endurance, and what used to send you spiraling now sends you soaring. Your diversions gave you flexibility. Your losses made you wiser. Your quiet made you unshakable. And those who are scheming may perceive the change. That is what hurts them. It is not your things. It is your tranquility. It is not your following. It's in your advantage. It is not your success. It is for your own security and well-being. They do not know how to get to that level. So they attempt to pull you down. They spread uncertainty, rumor, and manipulation, hoping that something would cause you to lose attention. But you've progressed beyond the point of responding to every assault. You've become too strong to be shaken by superficial plans. They don't comprehend that the more they push, the more you press in. You've learned that pressure produces diamonds. You've discovered that betrayal creates resilience. So now their plots are also being used for your development. What was intended to throw you off course is now sharpening your edge. Their negative energy is being transformed into your fuel. Every curse they've spoken is turning into a blessing in disguise. Every door they attempted to close has led you to greater opportunities. You are not only being protected, you're being promoted. There is divine approval on your life, a mark that indicates this one is mine. As a result, no amount of manipulation can override your mission. Allow them to plan. Let them whisper. Allow them to try to twist your story. It does not matter. The truth has a way of revealing itself, and your light has a way of dispelling lies. You've entered a period in which the truth will defend you more effectively than your voice ever could. You are being referred to as higher. This is why it's uncomfortable. This is why the friction has increased. You are being transformed into the version of yourself that your destiny requires. That means less tolerance for nonsense, fewer circles, clearer boundaries, and greater solitude. This is not isolation. It is consecration. You are being rejected. You are being reserved. God is placing you in an environment where you will not be contaminated by the noise of the crowd. And as your blessings increase, so will your clarity. You will begin to understand why certain people had to leave. You will understand why certain plans did not work out. You will recognize that the delays were not denials. These were divine detours. The forthcoming blessing entails more than just perceiving something new. It's about taking on a new identity. And becoming the enemy cannot keep up. They are still attacking the old version of you, unaware that you have already transformed. They are employing outdated tactics on a spiritually advanced being. There is something sacred about this point in your journey. You are no longer moved by opinions. You are no longer shaken by storms. You've stopped describing your value, and you now embody it. You've delved so deeply into your purpose that even when chaos erupts, your peace remains intact. This is what scares them the most. They can no longer reach you at the same levels they used to. That their words no longer hurt. Their stillness is no longer unsettling. You have broken free. This degree of authority necessitates accountability. That's why the pressure has been so strong. You are entrusted with something that others cannot carry. Your blessing isn't just for you. It's a blueprint for those watching. You're showing others that it's possible to rise without revenge, to grow without gossip, to evolve without needing applause. Your walk is a silent sermon. Your life is a lighthouse, and your consistency is a thunderous declaration that no plot can overthrow a promise. There's a new atmosphere surrounding you. It feels unfamiliar because it's never been this real before. The veil has been lifted. You see, clearly now the distractions have lost their color. The drama has lost its taste.